just another example of how the left has basically turned everything into a partisan political issue. Letitia Wright, who's the star of Black Panther and an executive producer on the faith-based movie Sound of Hope, the Story of Possum Trot, has now issued an Instagram statement ripping into us here at the Daily Wire for helping to distribute the film, which is an amazing thing. Like, she's a producer on the film. The film is about the evils of the current foster care system. It's about the amazing heroism of this town, Possum Trot, that adopted 77 foster kids. We are in favor of that sort of activity in the real world. We love the movie. We've helped distribute the movie. She's mad that we're even associated with the movie, apparently. She posted on Instagram, quote, producing this film alongside Peace Tree Productions to tell the incredible story of Bishop W.C. Martin, First Lady Donna Martin, and all the incredible families of Possum Trot has been nothing less than inspiring. We've created a beautiful film that gives a voice to vulnerable children with the hope that families across the country and world, no matter their faith, race, or diversity, would join together to help kids to be moved to make a difference in any way they can. Which is why it's a shame to see small pockets of discourse online take a divisive political turn. This story isn't about politics, it's about children. It's about sacrificial love for children who have experienced unthinkable horrors and how communities at a grassroots level, like the community of Possum Trot, can help provide these safe, loving homes they so desperately need. Any conversation that detracts from that is unnecessary and harmful. The potential for this film to positively change lives is far too important. To be clear, after we completed production of this film, Angel Studios were brought on board to handle its distribution, and they later partnered with the Daily Wire. That was not my decision, and I was not given an update or made aware of this decision. I'm in no way aligned or affiliated with the Daily Wire. I'm thankful for all who want to positively champion this film and campaign to serve children. However, I do not condone using this beautiful film for divisive political purposes. That is not why I joined the project. So I just don't understand who she thinks is making this partisan. We certainly have not. We have not talked about this as a Democrat-Republican issue in any way. This is a human rights issue for children. What is the blowback that she has received? Again, this is the demonstration full scale of the left's radical intolerance in the cultural arena. Even the minutest association with anybody who's perceived to be conservative over things that are utterly uncontroversial and just good for humanity, like fixing the foster care system and getting kids adopted by loving families. The left is even willing to turn that into a partisan political fight in order to shred any level of association between left and right over issues we all should agree upon. So Daily Wire co-CEO Jeremy Boring put out a statement, quote, on its opening day, July 4th, Sound of Hope was one of the highest grossing films nationwide, second only to Disney's biggest release of the year. This movie is tracking to be huge and has the potential to launch a movement to end America's foster crisis. The Daily Wire is truly honored to partner with Angel Studios on such an important project. But such is the intolerance of the modern left that instead of celebrating this accomplishment and all it might mean, one of the film's producers, Letitia Wright of Black Panther fame, used the occasion to condemn the Daily Wire's involvement in sharing this message across the country. Letitia and I probably don't share the same politics, but I believe we share Christian faith, and more importantly, the same goal of shining a light on something we can all agree on, a community banding together to help kids in need. We hope people don't allow this distraction to steal from the message, from the film, and the impact it can have. Everyone should see this movie and join the fight for kids. It's too important not to. And that's the sad part, is when Hollywood is so wildly intolerant that even when we agree on something, the left and the right, they would proceed to shred that level of agreement just to make a political point. You wonder why the country is falling apart culturally. That's why the country is falling. If we can't agree on the foster system needs help and loving families should adopt kids, what the hell can we agree on? And if the idea is that we can't even hold hands over that one, what can we hold hands over? You want to talk about all of this phony talk about a civil war inside the United States and the country falling apart, but it's this kind of stuff that leads to that. Now, making these issues into partisan issues is a tragedy for the country. It's an excellent film with an important message, and I don't care who distributes the film. It is worth seeing. Go check it out right now. We'll get to more on this in just one moment. First, social media companies, well, they decide what content is suitable for you, but shouldn't you be the person who decides what you would like to read or watch? Here's the one thing you can control when it comes to social media: their access to your data. For that, I use ExpressVPN. The problem with big tech companies, they don't just censor what you read, they also track what you do online. They're tracking everything that you are clicking on, everything that you are watching, everything you're doing. They use that data to serve you ads that can match your activity to your offline identity using your device's unique IP address. When I use ExpressVPN, the tech companies can't see my IP address at all. My identity is masked and anonymized by a secure VPN server. Plus, ExpressVPN encrypts 100% of your data to protect you from hackers and internet bad guys. If that sounds complicated, well, it's not, because the software takes 1 minute to set up on your computer or phone. You tap one button, you're protected. It's good for, the elderly folks like Joe Biden and increasingly me. Why give these tech companies a free license to know everything about you and then turn around and sell off your information? It's time to take back your privacy at expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show. By visiting my special link, you'll get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN service for free. Who doesn't like to save money, right? And that's expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show. expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show to protect your data today. President Trump is doing the smart thing, and he's just staying outside the spotlight. So he's been doing rallies, but nobody covers them because, of the crisis on the Democratic side of the aisle. He also did the smart thing. He was asked about Project 2025, which, again, is the buzzword that Democrats keep using over and over and over. As I said yesterday, I'm starting to fear Project 2025 so much. It's like the Democrats are going to say it 3 times in the mirror, and then Donald Trump is going to appear and want to play golf or something. It's like Beetlejuice. But in any case, Donald Trump points out the reality, which is that it's not just about Joe Biden inside the Democratic Party. Everyone that they are running is a nut. Here is the former president of the United States correctly noting this fact.
I don't care if it's him or somebody else. It's also policy. It's more about policy than anything else. And these radical Democrats are all radical. Everyone that they're talking about is a radical left lunatic. And whether it's Biden or whether it's somebody else, I think it's the same.
He is correct about this. Again, Donald Trump is now the candidate of stability and normality and moderation. Slow clap for the Democrats, guys. You did this to yourself. Hilarious clip from The Daily Show last night. So they had a panel of black voters, and they asked them who they want, Trump or Biden. And certainly they were expecting that every one of them was going to be like, we love Joe Biden. That's not how it went.
Who will you be voting for in 2024, Daryl?
Do I have to say his name? I don't want to, but more than likely it's going to be Trump.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And then-
Unbelievable.
Who are you going to be voting?
Biden.
And then Victor?
I'm with her.
Oh, Biden, okay.
Trump.
Eric, Trump?
Biden.
Biden?
Trump.
Okay, we're an even split, which I didn't see that coming.
Yes. Okay, and some people are going to say that's about Trump, and it is. I mean, in the sense that Trump obviously is a larger-than-life figure. He has pop culture relevance, and all the attempts to turn Donald Trump into Hitler have completely failed. But a huge percentage of this is about the fact that Barack Obama levels of support among black voters in the Democratic Party are non-transferable. Certainly, the enthusiasm that black voters felt for Barack Obama is non-transferable to the dead old white man that Democrats are trying to run as he goes around telling Morehouse College graduates they're never going to succeed in life because of the color of their skin. It turns out that's not a particularly popular message. Again, Donald Trump, again, it's scary. He's learning. He is. There's a lot of debate over his VP reveal. According to the New York Times, Trump's VP reveal may be this week or not. It's not. He ain't going to do it this week. And the reason he ain't going to do it this week is never interrupt your opponents when they are making gigantic mistakes. And right now, the Democratic Party is tearing itself absolutely apart. If I were Trump, I'd just wait until the convention. The convention is the middle of next week. It would make they're going to be eyes on the convention anyway. That's a great time to announce who exactly you're going to select. My feeling is that Trump is trying to go non-confrontational. That's been every move that he has made. And he took most of the abortion stuff out of the Republican National Convention platform. He took pretty much everything about same-sex marriage out of that platform. He has presented the least controversial Republican platform of my lifetime, bar none, just by polling data. So picking a vice president who is likely to generate controversy, I think would be a mistake for him, considering, again, he's running toward the middle. So the question is, which candidate for VP is likely to bolster the image of him as a moderate candidate of stability, that is where we are in the election cycle right now. So picking the least controversial VP candidate would probably be the best move. And we'll see what he does with that. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.